Hello everyone. It's my immense pleasure to speak a few words about the novel initiative that has been carried out in collaboration with DSERT and RIESI, where I had the opportunity to coordinate, to conceive the program, to coordinate, to articulate, to plan, and then develop the module titled District Resource Team for English, an orientation module. This was a wonderful experience where we initially planned thoroughly and identified all the modules that have been developed by RIE, and then trainings have been carried out for the state of Karnataka. Nearly 14 different modules were taken into consideration to orient our district resource team members, which comprises of around 10 to 15 members. Which can be further extended by the district in case of need, and then the grassroots realities. Coming to the conception of the district resource team for English, it was former Commissioner Vishal sir who initiated this process, and then Director Sumangla Madam, who was Director DSERT as well as in charge RIESI, conceived this program and then gave this responsibility to develop the proposal in a way to empower teachers across the state, handhold them through a fully empowered district resource team. All the 14 different modules were thoroughly studied, and then orientation on these modules were made by the respective coordinators for the resource team that comprised of 22 people across the state, which was very representative. So the framework initially was developed wherein the objectives of the module was decided, and based on the objectives, all the 14 modules were thoroughly studied, and then whatever the important aspects that the district resource team as a team which will facilitate the teachers across the district, keeping them in mind, the objective of the whole module was designed, and accordingly the units were decided. The initial plan was to only orient, but then while developing the proposal on the development of the module, thorough research was carried out, and then first level we thought of orienting the district resource team for English, giving orientation on all the aspects of ELT, that is English language teaching, and followed by all the resources pertaining to ELT, as well as the content of the different modules that was developed by RIE, so that the district resource team will be able to know what exactly is there in each of the modules, and then whenever during their visit they will be able to handhold teachers. Not only during the visit, they can even form the collaborative communities, professional learning communities, in order to help the teachers build the capacities and in turn address the needs of every single teacher within the district. So apart from the ELT concept, there was a whole lot of debates and discussions pertaining to the other areas apart from the orientation of the module, which was stories as resource, and then even orienting of Anganwadi teachers, the module that was developed, and then the spoken English efforts that was made by RIE, where 3 different levels modules were developed, and then spoken English for students orientation was carried out. So children with special needs was also taken into consideration, and then discussions happened. But then stories as resource, and then how to create professional learning communities, as well as even carrying out assessments, and then facilitating teachers in the grassroots, doing the thorough needs analysis. All this was taken into consideration, and then the module was developed. Initially the module was around 500 to 600 pages of the module that was concised to around 540, but finally when we had to print the module, it is around 235 pages. But then this is just a material which the DRTs can refer. But then there is a whole lot of actions that the DRTs have to take up. The first thing is to empower themselves, and then second thing is to know the ground reality with respect to English language teachers' needs, and then the parental aspirations pertaining to English language acquisition for the children, and then the resources that the teachers need in order to help children acquire English language efficiency and proficiency. So in this regard, the ELT resources was also pooled, and then a unit has been designed. And the ultimate goal was to first empower the DRTs. The second level was to institutionalize school-based activities. And thirdly, orienting the DRTs on research, that is to carry out grassroots level researches, especially in the classrooms and then within their school premises, within the communities and within the blocks and the district as such, so that research outcomes based initiatives that can be taken up in the school and then within the department could be finalized through participatory process. So participation, participatory process, and then decentralization and then resource sharing was the main perspective with which this module has been developed, so that whatever the efforts that happen in RIE through training, if the same capabilities are acquired by the DRTs in the district level, that will really empower our schools, our teachers and students in terms of helping children acquire English language in the desirable way, so that it can meet the needs of the children, future of the children. And then at last the plan was based on the research, based on the monographs and then the studies that are carried out by the DRTs, and then the activities that are school-based activities which are institutionalized. The resources that evolve out of the efforts of DRT could be curated as a repository, so that that repository can help schools and teachers and students across to use it for many years. And hence DRT module is just not a module like any other for training. It has a larger vision, mission and then objective with which strengthening of English language education, especially in our government schools, is the main agenda behind developing this particular module. So it was a great experience and great opportunity. I thank all the resource persons who were involved very proactively, and especially every unit of the DRT module has been integrated with the technology. So we have adopted techno-pedagogical processes into the module, so that even without the hard copy of the module and even without the resources as such, the digital version can be used, and then resource can be shared across the state, and then the professional learning communities in specific areas like handwriting, spoken English, phonetics, and even writing stories as pedagogy. We can identify different groups within the district, and then constant sharing of information, resources and updation with respect to ELT can be carried out by the DRTs. So DRTs are really the backbone for English language education in the state of Karnataka. And then there is DRTs shoulder a lot of responsibility, because as DRTs, the formation of the DRT team itself is participatory in terms of there is a nodal officer from the diet, then the philanthropist or the expert in ELT who can be the part of the DRT as well, and then the resource persons who are part of the various module development modules that are being used or trained by RIE. And apart from that, teachers from primary and high school can also become part of the DRT. So DRT for orientation is just a small number, team with small number of persons, but then the DRTs can expand themselves in the district according to the needs and then requirements of the district as such. I thank Honorable Commissioner Kaveri Madam, Vishal Sir, Director DSERT Sumangla Madam, and Dr. Vardhan Sir, who was also instrumental in taking this forward, and presently Dr. Mani Sir, who implemented this particular project through training the DRTs in the first level. The second level is about to come, and so all the very best to everyone. Thank you.